Welcome to Wayne's Weird World. Table mounts. Big ones. Smaller ones. Little ones. Nice middle-sized one. Putting out flower spikes. Woohoo! Look at that. And I was given some lovely little kickies from a friend of mine. And I thought, yeah, why not? So, another table mount. Let's see what we can do. Remember, it's like surgery. Well, not that serious, but cheers. Whiskey. Oh, I didn't say that. All right. Kingianum. It's a berry oda crossed with Betty. So it'll be a nice one. So these are the three kickies. Or four. There were three, but I separated them. So this is what we've got. One of my modified fly tying spools. Just a simple overhand knot to get it all started. If my fat fingers are not going to get in the way. There we go. And cut off the little tail. Dispose of that properly. I don't fall off my stool. I don't know where Gus is going. There he is. What are you doing? Come say hello. Come on, up. There you go. Say hello. You're a good boy. Yeah. No, you can't eat that. Go on, off you go. Oh, filthy. Oh, right. Living sphagnum moss. Look at that. Where do you get stuff like that? Well, there's a property up in the bush here in northwest Tasmania that's really, really good. And I'm allowed to carefully pick a little bit every year. Try not to be greedy. All right. Rocks are all from down the beach. So let's get a start on here. Tuck a little bit of that down the bottom. Attach the line. Now all I'm going to do is push that through that loop. And put that around the base of the rocks. And that will be, if I don't fumble too much, come on. That will be my starting point. Okay, yep. Pull out a bit of that. Radio. And I'll try and get that one facing inwards. That new growth. I sort of had a tentative arrangement last night. Good. Nothing securing it yet. Right. Let's put that loop up over there. Now that loop is holding that one. Mumble. And I had a tentative arrangement last night, but everything's flexible when you're doing this. And sometimes it's too flexible. And let's see, why not? Why not put that one in there? I'll show you the little budding flower spike in a minute. I'm going to have to get that secured with this line really, really quickly because otherwise things are going to fall apart. And everything that I do will come undone really, really quickly. Now, oh, it's going to slip off that rock. That's going to be a difficult one. Where can I, under this corner. There we go. And then I can loop that over. Yes! That'll help. And I'll pack a little bit of sphagnum moss in there to help stabilize it. Across the bottom, over there, whoops. When it slips off rounded corners, it ain't gonna work very well. I don't have very many sharp corners on these rocks. Let's try and get that one through there. Under that corner. I think that might be all I can do. There's not a lot I can do. All right, I'm gonna have to tie it off. Going around in circles is not gonna make it any better. And try and hook that fishing line. Fumble, fumble. You probably can't see it, but boy, the old fingers are fumbling. Snug, snug, snug. Now, do the other one. This is where a lot of people will use something called crazy glue. It's a thick, viscous super glue type stuff. Well, I try and avoid all that because I don't want that crazy glue stuck on these rocks, because what I want to do is remove all this bloody fishing line as soon as they are well and truly established. Now, I don't know if you can see that, but I'm going to try and hook. And one more time. I could have trained to be a doctor, I suppose. Yeah, right. Amputate. Amputate. Went to the doctor the other day about my ultrasound for my knee. First thing I said when I went in, do we amputate? Amputate. Nah, not that serious yet. Okay. I'll dispose of that in a minute. That can sit there. And I think a little bit more sphagnum moss in a few spots, strategically placed. And I think we might have it. Another table mount. Yep. Get the sphagnum moss shoved in between the clefts of the rocks. Look at the long fibers. Woohoo! If I can get that down in amongst the rocks, it will be fairly secure. That thread just about came off. This is where if you have rocks that have more sharp corners, you've got a better chance of getting it all anchored. Round corners, not a good idea. But I could always glue it onto the rocks. Yeah, right. Because at the end of the day, because, at the end of the day, I want to try and remove as much of the plastic, non-biodegradable material as possible. And all this fishing line will come away so that eventually all I'm going to have will be the saucer, which holds a nice little bit of moisture, the rocks, and the orchids. When everything else is taken away, I don't want distractions. Okay, I'm tucking that in. Try and find another short bit. Pull that apart. Do I put a bit more in the middle? Yeah, I can do that. Little hollow there, small bit. What have we got here? There we go. Now, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a flower spike right there. And that's dog hair. Lovely. It'll all get hosed off because I'm going to do my watering in a few minutes. And I'll make a smaller label for this, but I'm just going to tuck it in alongside of the fishing line for the time being. I'll make a smaller label because I don't even want the label showing. That sticks out like bloody dog's balls. Oh, no offense, Gus. Yeah, I know. Okay. That's it. Wayne's Weird World, another table mount. Baryota, cross Betty, little kingianum. Yep, I think this one will be just fine. Yup. Yeah, sure, you betcha. All right. That's it. Wayne's Weird World. Cheers. I'm not sure if you can see that, but that's coming in. Coming into bud. Big speciosum coming into flower spike. Cymbidiums that are starting to flower. Woohoo! Spring. End of winter. Guess what? We probably have some of the worst weather coming up because it's not even August very far. September can be terrible. All right, that's it. Cheers. Wayne's Weird World. See you next time.